Hi, I'm Lori. Welcome to my apartment. If you hear any background noise, that's my neighbors. They're playing guitar right now, which I kind of like to listen to them. It's kind of a Spanish guitar. So, I was wondering if you made any New Year's resolutions. I didn't really do that this year. I do need to quit smoking, but tried that a little while ago and I couldn't sleep and I was just so grouchy that I kind of gave up, and I was just talking about like smoking cigarettes. I still was on the vape, but it was just, I know it was less nicotine, definitely, but I found it very challenging. Now, I had quit smoking before, previously in my lifetime, and I quit for like a decade and started smoking again when I got depressed, like in my 30s. So, which is kind of insane, but yeah, I did that. So, I used the patch, the nicotine patch, to do that, and I just maybe that's the route I need to go. I'm not really for sure, but I feel like it's probably going to end this year. I'm more at a surrendered state, I guess. Being in recovery, we're kind of taught to let God or Spirit work for you, and you do less work, so that's kind of the route that I'm taking. Now, there are some things that I would like to do this year, so I have kind of a milestone birthday coming up real soon, and I'm going to do a polar plunge for that, which kind of sounds insane, but I'm excited about it. It makes me look forward to it because it's a birthday. I mean, I want to be alive, but I don't really want to turn that number, I guess. It's, I don't know, kind of associated with being old, so, and I don't want to feel that way or have that orientation. I don't know. So, but that's something to kind of look forward to, and I like doing silly stuff like that. Now I'll have to take someone with me to make sure I don't get hypothermia and I don't die. So I don't know if I'll go someplace where I go all the way under or not, but I at least want to, get up to here, I guess. So that'll kind of be exciting, and there's things that I want to do, just like with my family. I've done this in the past, is recreate movie scenes kind of in your own way. The one that we did the most was, the movie Office Space, the printer scene where they go and they destroy the printer. So I don't know how many times we've reenacted that. Now, one time we used an actual printer, the other times it was, I don't know, like shelving falling apart, and we even destroyed a little kid's guitar one time, but to play the song that's playing, I think it's called Still, yeah, that's the name of it. But somebody was telling me that there's a movie with Jack Black where they reenact movie scenes called Rewind or something like that. I'll have to check that out. But I think that's fun, just to do silly stuff like that. And we can each kind of take turns of what we're reenacting, and then add some flair to it. So that should be fun. Let's see. Usually, I don't know. I mean, there's things that kind of need to leave my life, but then there's goals that I have this year. One is to, get in a car and be driving. That's a big goal. It's a necessity, really. I mean, walking keeps me in damn good shape, I would say. At least for my age, I'm in pretty darn good shape, even though I do smoke. But yeah, keeps me at the right weight, and I enjoy walking, really. I don't, not in every kind of weather. I think the hotter weather's the worst, really, when I'm soaked and then I go into work and I'm all uh, just kind of nasty before I even start, even though I showered in the morning. It doesn't matter. That's pretty rough, but I don't know. I've kind of adjusted. I just keep in my mind that I don't know. I heard it one time, I think, from a yoga teacher. Our ancestors walked across continents, and it's just our mind that gets tired before our body actually does. Our body can do a lot more, so keep thinking it's just one foot in front of the other, even if it's bad weather conditions or whatever. But I find one thing about walking, especially walking home from work, by the time I get home, there's no work in my brain anymore. So it's already worked out. Even when I lived closer to my job and it was only like a 15-minute walk, by the time I'd get in the door, whatever I had worked out, if I had any issues about work, it had already been worked out of me. So hopefully when I get a car, I know I'll walk. I love nature, so, and I like to be acclimated to all kinds of weather, because like I can go outside, like I don't know what the temperature is today, maybe in the 20s, I'm not for sure, yeah, in the 20s, and I walked 5 miles and it was nothing, so that's, I don't know, it's pretty good. You get used to it and acclimated. I just have a harder time getting acclimated to the hot weather instead of the cold weather. Now, if I get wet or something and it's cold, then that's probably too much, But I know how to dress, and this hair kind of keeps me warm. But this kind of got off from New Year's resolutions. I remember one year, and I decided I was going to try to do nothing all year. I think I was probably depressed or something, but I think I probably did just about nothing that year. But I do want to kind of not do nothing. I still am going to do my the stuff for my recovery, and my walks in nature, and my job, and I'm committed to doing this. I call it a podcast for at least a year, and I think I started in November, so I'll be doing that, and have all kinds of little art projects, and but just some time, want to spend some time chilling out, listen to the record player, and just to kind of, I think my mind's already kind of quieted down some, so already just to kind of have the idea of wanting to chill out. So I don't know, been a little bit more chill. There's been some things at work that I could have got real hot about, but I didn't. I just kind of went with it, and it wasn't really anything. Things change, and then they change back, and then they change again, so I'm kind of used to that. But one thing that I have put off, I guess, for 4 years is learning trigonometry. I started it, I have a workbook, and it's a really good workbook. It's thick, it's not just a workbook, it actually teaches you basics. And then I have a sponsee that knows math really well, and then my kids are good at math, so they can help me. Now, they don't love helping me because I'm not the best student. What does that mean? Kind of irritating, but yeah, I put it off. I'll start, and then I feel like I have to start from the beginning, which is kind of basic math, and get in the habit of doing math, and then again, but I want to get that completed to where I have a basic understanding of trigonometry. And I think it's just, I want to do it because, I don't know, it's kind of like an amends to myself. That was the only class in high school where I got a D in that class. And yeah, I kind of want to redeem myself a little bit. And then, I want to keep my brain sharp too. I drank so much that, I just have gaps, and sometimes I don't remember things, and that's a way just to kind of get out of my emotions. I'm using my logical brain there, and just focus on numbers, and yeah, and I kind of think, like trigonometry, that's 3D, 3 dimensions, and then there's a lot of talk of like fourth dimension, fifth dimension, which I don't completely understand, although I've had some experiences that may equate to that, but I guess they don't have to be in a category. But I would like to learn that, and then just kind of see. I'm kind of curious if where science, which all science is basically math if you get down to it, except for biology. I don't know about biology, but the other ones are. Where do they meet at? Where does science and spirituality, maybe they meet somewhere, and there's a way to kind of bring that to more people, because it would help more people in recovery. And maybe people that are just completely illogical, maybe people with Asperger's or something like that. So I don't know, I'm sure there's places on YouTube where you can find that, and maybe I'll look at that. But I kind of want to learn it myself, at least trigonometry. I don't know about calculus, or we'll see. Maybe I'll just get this and then want to keep going with math, but I don't know. I'm really artsy, and kind of going by my intuition, and I'm kind of disciplined. I'm doing this twice a week. I go to my meetings, I go to the halfway house, I go to work on time when I can, if my ride's on time, or if I'm walking, I make it there on time. But yeah, just try to be, I don't know, I kind of think of it as, more of a masculine trait, discipline. But I do have some, I don't know, my mom says I'm just like my dad, so I must have some masculine traits. But I just want to kind of keep those in balance, because if I do just what I want to do, is kind of, whatever, kind of undisciplined, unstructured. Now I do practices, but I'm very consistent, but they're unstructured, kind of like my yoga practice is unstructured. My dance, that's unstructured. I don't have a structured exercise pattern, but I used to over-exercise. I was kind of a dry drunk for a while, a dry drunk is someone that doesn't work a program, that just isn't drinking or isn't abusing drugs or alcohol, but they're not, I guess, mentally healthy. They still have like an obsessive mind, that kind of thing, or they'll try to substitute. There's lots of substitutes: shopping, gambling, pornography, sex. I used exercise. Some people overeat. There's all kinds of things you can substitute. It just means that you don't feel good inside, trying to change the way that you feel, and you're substituting. And mine was just exercise a lot. So I don't want to do that, and that's why my practice is unstructured. But like resolutions to kind of change myself a bunch, I'm kind of happy with myself. I don't know, when you're in recovery and you've been sober or clean for a while, just your existence is really important. It's important to people that want to be sober or clean and don't know how to do it. So that's one of my main purposes in life, is to exist. Now I do more, and there's a lot of people that do a lot more in recovery than I do. I do what I can uh, without making myself miserable, I guess is what I want to say. That keeps a good balance. That not that I want to do everything that I do in recovery, but I don't want to make myself miserable because I can't always be around a large group of people and be okay. I'm just, even if I know most of them, I can't. It's just too many people, too many energies, and um, so. But yeah, anybody that's in recovery and you're sober, clean, even for a day, it's just a lot of people don't even get there. So I mean, your existence is very important. My existence is important. So I try to stay in my purpose, which is to be a mom to my kids and to be in recovery and share my experience with other people. So I guess I haven't been in depth on the podcast yet, but I've enjoyed talking to other people, not necessarily just about recovery, but kind of doing different things. I know a lot of different people. I think I'm going to have somebody on that's going to do kind of like a skit. So he's not going to be his self, he's going to be in character, and I think it's going to be fun. So I just wanted this to kind of be fun and something, I don't know, some information, and then just like some fun topics. So, but if you have a resolution, I hope you're sticking with it. If not, you can always start again tomorrow. So each day is new, so you can get back at it and meet your goals, and just hopefully it doesn't come from a place of hate of yourself, because I don't know, I've been alive quite a while and I don't think that works. Maybe for a little while, maybe you lose weight and you feel better about yourself, but then there's still something in there that's not okay. So I just found that it's best to work a different way, just from, I don't know, just like from your faith, and then it kind of affects your physicality. It takes a while, takes quite a while, and you could backslide, but I don't know, it just seems easier just to ask God for help. So that's all I got. All right, bye.